Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley's goes gray, loses cosmetic glow behind bars. It is no secret that Todd Chrisley and most of his family utilize all sorts of cosmetic enhancements. The disgraced reality TV king has openly admitted his deep love for Botox. Being bars for the next 12 years, Todd Chrisley doesn't have access to Botox, hair dyes, and other tools he may utilize to maintain his youthful glow. According to his daughter Savannah, his hair is already starting to go gray. Todd Chrisley's goes gray, loses cosmetic glow behind bars. As fans know, Todd Chrisley is 53 years old. He, however, takes great pride in having a very youthful cosmetic glow. With the help of Botox, hair dye, and a good dentist, Todd has been able to morph himself into looking a lot younger than he actually is. Todd Chrisley has been behind bars for a month now, and that means he's been cut off from Botox, hair dye, and his dentist. And from the mouth of his own daughter via her podcast, Todd Chrisley has some gray hairs starting to pop up. On her podcast, she admitted it was shocking to see her father with gray hair, as he had the same hair color for such a long time. Savannah described her father going gray as really weird several different times. The way she spoke during her podcast, most of her followers took it to mean she hadn't even realized her father had been using hair dye to color his hair. Fans say this doesn't bode well for Julie. In a thread on Reddit, one Chrisley Knows Best fan regularly reports in because they have a friend who has a family member at the same federal prison as Julie. According to the OP, their friend's family member was unrecognizable after just a few months behind bars. The individual penned, "Anyway, friend's wife said she could barely recognize her daughter, that she had aged 20 years and is absolutely broken. She's been incarcerated a few months. I realize this is one person's experience, but if you ask me, it doesn't bode well for Julie." Fans have also expressed concern for Julie Chrisley's weight behind bars, as it was no secret she used Nutrisystem to reach her weight loss goals. And they worry she'll struggle to maintain her weight while eating fatty prison food. When the cameras stopped rolling on Chrisley Knows Best and the prison gates clanged shut behind Todd Chrisley, America's favorite Southern gentleman of charm and excess entered a reality far different from the one he curated on television. Known for his flawless appearance, witty quips, and unwavering devotion to aesthetics, Todd has long projected an image of control and polish. But behind bars, his carefully constructed glow is beginning to fade, leaving fans and family grappling with the image of a man stripped of access to his cosmetic lifelines. The man who made vanity an art form. Long before his prison sentence, Todd Chrisley was known for his meticulous attention to detail when it came to his looks. His bleached blonde hair, smooth complexion, and designer suits weren't just part of his brand. They were his armor. Todd himself often joked that he spent more time in front of the mirror than anyone else in the household. On reality TV, vanity was Todd's superpower. He elevated grooming into a form of self-expression, often ribbing his children for what he deemed lazy appearances, while boasting about his own regimen. His glow wasn't just cosmetic. It became symbolic of his success, a bright sheen that told the world he had nothing to hide. But the glossy finish of a Chrisley lifestyle doesn't hold up under fluorescent prison lights. Prison's toll on perfection. Prison, by its very nature, is designed to strip away individuality. For Todd, the greatest loss wasn't only his freedom, it was the slow erosion of his aesthetic identity. Without access to professional hair dye, his once golden locks have begun to betray him. The roots grow darker, the strands silvering. Where once there was carefully bleached confidence, now stands a reminder of time's unrelenting passage. And then there's his skin. Fans who recall his smooth, wrinkle-free complexion would be startled to see the toll prison life takes. The stress, sleepless nights, and absence of luxury skincare regimens have dulled his glow. His eyes, once sparkling with sharp wit, are said to carry shadows now. For a man who built a life around appearances, this loss of glow is more than cosmetic, it's existential. Whispers from the outside. Family members have tried to soften the narrative. Savannah Chrisley, ever the protective daughter, has hinted that her father remains strong and resilient, even as she admits that prison has been harsh on him, but whispers from inside suggest otherwise. Inmates reportedly recognize Todd for who he is, not just as a reality star, but as someone who used to live in another world, a world of designer suits, Botox appointments, and camera-ready smiles. Todd's vanity has collided head-on with reality. The loss of his glow isn't just about hair dye or skincare. It's about the very essence of who he thought he was. Gray as a symbol. The irony isn't lost on fans. Todd Chrisley's gray hair has become a symbol, a metaphor for the unraveling of the life he once curated so carefully. Gray, after all, is the color of wisdom but also of wariness. It represents transition, the fading of youthful confidence into something less polished, more raw. For Todd, the transformation isn't entirely physical, it's spiritual. Forced into a life where mirrors matter less than survival, he's confronting the man behind the glow. And perhaps, for the first time, Todd is being forced to ask himself, who am I without the polish? Coping with change. Behind bars, self-care takes on a different meaning. It's no longer about facials or fashion. It's about maintaining dignity in an environment designed to strip it away. Sources suggest Todd has turned to fitness as a way to cope, trading luxury spas for push-ups in his cell. Where once his glow came from expensive treatments, now it must come from grit. But even so, the adjustment hasn't been easy. Fellow inmates have teased him for his vanity, dubbing him Hollywood in jest. At first, he fought back with his signature sarcasm, but with time, even Todd has learned to quiet the mirror that once defined him. The Chrisley family's response. Outside prison walls, the Chrisley family continues to maintain appearances. Savannah has been the loudest voice, often updating fans on her parents' well-being while juggling her own life under scrutiny. Nanny Faye, ever the comic relief of the family, has hinted that Todd's looks may have taken a hit but reassured fans that his spirit is still sharp. The family knows the world is watching. For years, Todd's glow wasn't just his. It was theirs, a shared image of Southern perfection that fueled their fame. Now, with that glow fading, they're working overtime to keep the brand alive. What the glow reveals about us. Todd Chrisley's gray hair might seem trivial in the grand scheme of prison sentences and legal battles, but it resonates because it strips away the illusion that wealth and wit can protect someone from time, stress, or consequence. Fans tuned in to watch Todd because he represented a fantasy. A man who could control everything, even the way he aged. Now, stripped of that fantasy, we're left with the reality. Todd Chrisley is human, vulnerable, and aging just like the rest of us. The loss of his cosmetic glow is a reminder that appearances, no matter how carefully curated, are fleeting. Could this be redemption? Yet, perhaps there is something redemptive in this graying. In losing his cosmetic glow, Todd might discover a deeper one. Prison has a way of forcing reflection, and maybe Todd will emerge from this experience not with a polished exterior, but with a more authentic interior. His sharp tongue and quick wit are unlikely to vanish, but perhaps the silver in his hair will symbolize a new chapter. One where Todd learns to value substance over shine. Fans may scoff at the idea, but others hold out hope that the man who once hid behind perfection might emerge with wisdom that no cosmetic procedure can buy. The future of Todd's image. Will Todd Chrisley ever regain his glow? Perhaps. Once released, it's likely he'll return to the comfort of hair dye, skincare treatments, and designer wardrobes. He may even joke about his prison makeover on national television. But no matter how polished his appearance becomes, there will always be a memory of the time he couldn't maintain it, the time when Todd Chrisley, the master of image, was forced to go gray. And in that memory lies the heart of his story, because Todd's journey isn't just about losing a glow. It's about learning who he is without it.